What's going on, you guys? My name is Megan, and this is This Past Romance, where I talk to you all about all of the romance books that I read. Today, we're doing a library book haul. Last week, I got my library card in, because during COVID, I've been doing a lot of reading anyway. And I decided to finally get a library card. Are they free? Yes. Do I just procrastinate everything else in my life anyway? So... it's only fitting that I also procrastinate my library card. So today, library book haul. My local library uses Libby. I don't know a whole lot about any of the other library book apps. I've not really looked into them. I also have KU, and I have Scribd. And I will put Tamika's link down below, but you can get 2 months, 60 days of Scribd through her link. So check the description box. I will make sure to put that information down there. And I'll also have a list of these books that I'm getting ready to read to you all in the description box also. So without further ado, let's jump into this library book haul. I am reading off of my iPad, which is in front of me. So if I'm looking down, I'm reading names. I'm reading the book titles. The first book that is on my TBR in my library book haul here is No Offense by Meg Cabot. Now, I will start by saying Meg Cabot is one of the authors that I will read in general. Typically love her books. I think she's fantastic. I love the Princess Diaries series, and the movie is one of my favorite movies, but I love the series, the book series, and when I see her name, I will get the book. So that's kind of No Offense. I don't really read the synopsis of books unless I'm really weary of them. Most of the books on here I've heard about them, or I have heard good things about the author. So that's kind of why they're on here. I've read Meg Cabot. I like Meg Cabot. I don't hear a lot about her on BookTube. So if she's problematic, I'm sorry. That's all I got on that one. The next book on my list is The Proposal by Jasmine Guillory. I don't know a whole lot about this book. I don't know a whole lot about any of these. I've really not read any of the synopsis of books. Any of them that I know anything about, though, I will insert a brief synopsis of what I know about the books. But The Proposal looks like it's got something to do with baseball and a tropical climate. There are palm trees on the cover. Covers will be here for both of the books that I've just talked about, and every book afterwards. I'm going to put the cover on the screen, hopefully here. The next book is the one I'm currently reading, and it is If I Never Met You by Mhairi McFarlane. I am only like 10 pages in, so I don't really know a whole lot about this yet. I do know that it takes place in like London or England. I don't want to say London specifically, but it takes place like in the UK. So the next book is The Friend Zone by Abby Jimenez. I can only assume this is a Friends to Lovers. I don't know. The cover doesn't really tell me a whole lot either. So, The Bromance Book Club by Lisa K. Adams is also on my list. I've heard fantastic things about this book. I'm very excited to read it. I had checked out 12 books when this all started. Like when I started this on Saturday, and I got this one. I got the second book in the series. It might be on standby. It might be on hold. But I had checked out 12 books. I had 12 loans, and I was asking Siri. I was giving Siri a number between like 1 and 12, and that's how I picked books. And then I got Tamika picking my books. I sent her a list of books that I had in my library, and I was like, pick the book. So that is how books have been picked so far. And the Bromance Book Club surprisingly has not been picked yet. And I love sports romances. Love them. So I can't wait to read this one. It will get read, and it will be in a follow-up video to this. But so far I've not read it, and I'm so upset that it's not been picked yet. I also have Meet Cute by Helena Hunting. So the one I don't know anything about. I've heard Helena Hunting talked about on here on BookTube a whole lot. I don't think I've ever read any of her books. If I did, I've listened to it. I didn't read it on my Kindle. Then we have I Owe You One by Sophie Kinsella. I'm guessing it's like an IOU kind of romance. I don't know. Next we have The Hating Game by Sally Thorne. I really like this book. I read it last night. That's all I'm going to say about it on that front. I will say it is enemies to lovers. It's good. If you haven't read this one, give it a shot. But there will be a full review coming. Also in my library is The Unhoneymooners by Christina Lauren. It is about two people, the sister of the bride, the brother of the groom, end up going on the bride and groom's honeymoon after the bride and groom get food poisoning. And it is everything I never knew I wanted it to be. Like, I always thought I wouldn't like it. It's everything I never knew I wanted it to be. And we'll leave it at that until I get to the actual review. Next we have Love Her or Lose Her by Tessa Bailey. I really like Tessa Bailey as an author. I read Fix Her Up. This is the second book in that series. I do not think that they have to be read in order. You may get a little more context, but this book follows Rosie and Dominic. So if you have read Fix Her Up, you know who Rosie and Dominic are. If you haven't, you can start with this book and kind of go back. It's not really, it is a series, but there's not, you're not missing too much, I don't think. Then I read Catching Jordan by Miranda Keneally. And it is about a female quarterback on a Tennessee football team. And I am in Kentucky, and Tennessee is right below us. If you don't know geography, I'm so sorry. That is about the only geography I have for you. But Tennessee is right up against us. So that was a really cool read. And the female QB drew me in. And again, I love sports romances. Next book that I checked out was The Kiss Quotient by Helen Huang. And I really enjoyed it. It was the first one that I read. It was really nice. It was really good. So also, I didn't expect it. But again, full reviews are coming. Watch out for that. Once I get through all of these, I'm going to try to do one big wrap up on all of these books. That is the plan. So, if there are any books you guys want to know more about, keep an eye out for my review. It's probably coming in the next week. So, yeah, I hope you guys are having a great day. If you have any questions, feel free to leave them down below. I will get back to you. My camera, my iPad, my Kindle, anything else you guys might ask is all linked down below. Once again, I will have a list of these books, and I will have a scribd link in the description box, so be sure to check that out. And until next time, you all have a good day.